basketball, folks. It's good again.
Mm-hmm.
It has been. I'm excited for it.
We just had a great opening 20 minutes, and I forgot to hit go live.
Where?
On Go Live on Facebook Live.
Oh, on the Facebook?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
No.
We're here now.
We had a good opening 20 minutes. But sorry. Listen, I don't care about the whole thing. I'm just telling you, like, if he doesn't get it, people are going to lose their mind.
I mean, how do you can't suspend him for one. Do you think that if they do suspend him, he'll just be like, I'm going to appeal this and just play the game in New York?
Huh?
He said if you think that if they do suspend him, he'll just appeal it and still play the game in New York?
Say that again?
You think he'll appeal it
Yeah.
if they do suspend him and they'll still get
That
to
would
play
be
the
the
game?
thing. It would be a thing like, the right thing to do would be like, hey, we got to suspend you.
I didn't know people were calling for him to get suspended.
Yeah, all morning long.
Really?
Yeah, the guys that were on before us.
Isaiah Stewart's definitely getting suspended.
Yeah.
He's
well, the thing you shared on Facebook is great. Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Hilarious.
Dude, he called out everybody. he left all the bodies on the floor.
He's like, that was dumber than the gun incident.
Yeah. Dude, he left all the bodies on the floor. The two light-skinned guys in Golden State. He called everybody out and just was like, "That's it. You're all going. You're all in the firing range, all in the crosshairs."
And to be honest, that game was getting out of hand Detroit's way.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Stewart continues playing that game, and that never happens. Detroit probably wins that game, and we're talking about something else. How one of the worst teams in the NBA just beat the Lakers.
Yeah,
that was a 15-point game Detroit's way, and LA came back and won that.
Yeah. Well, we do have to take our first break. I apologize for those that are just tuning in on Facebook Live because I forgot to hit go live, but we'll recap a little bit what we did. But we do have to take a...
No, you missed it.
Yeah, we're not going to talk anymore NFL football. I mean, forget that. Screw you. Yeah, and then just real quick, because I'm a history dude. This day in history. 63. President Kennedy assassination.
Really?
Yeah. This day in history. So, but we will be right back here. ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us. We're local. We'll be back in just a few minutes after some of the sponsors talk.
You like that? You like that?
Hi, this is Derek.
And this is Skip. We are the twins from our bar Davenport.
And you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
On ESPN 1170 AM.
This is Adam Rosso from Hawkeye Headquarters, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
An online presence was important, but now it's a necessity. Town Square offers premium website services that get you new leads every day. Go to mylocalcustomers.com to receive a free competitive analysis to help you find more local customers online and help grow your business faster. Plus, a dedicated marketing specialist so you don't have to mess with updating a website. It's fast and easy with no contracts. Cancel at any time. Be one of the first to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising on ESPN 1170 AM. Go to mylocalcustomers.com.
The Circle Tap in Davenport is your place to catch all the action this football season. Enjoy $2 cans for every Iowa and Iowa State game. Enter for halftime door prizes and a weekly backpack cooler giveaway valued at over $100. Watch all your favorite NFL games on one of their 16 flat-screen TVs and book your holiday event now on the heated patio. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great friends all season long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
'Tis the season to shop, and we have everything for the kids on your list at Tyson's Toy Shop. Find toys to help them learn and develop from Fisher-Price, Melissa and Doug, VTech, and more. Ignite their imagination and creativity with fun toys from Lego, Crayola, and Play-Doh. More for make-believe with a great selection of Barbie, Ertl, Disney princesses, Star Wars, Marvel, and more. All these toys and more at Tyson's Toy Shop. Hurry! Shop early while the selection is best in-store or online at Tysons.com. Tysons, home, farm, auto.
Looking to make some extra cash for the holidays? Timken Drives is hiring both part-time and full-time positions. They're hiring November 23rd from 12 till 5 at 901 19th Avenue in Fulton. All applicants receive a voucher for free turkey or ham. Skilled positions pay up to $25 an hour. Assembly positions pay from $16 to $22 an hour. Get hired on the spot with benefits starting day one and a $500 or $1,000 sign-on bonus after 90 days. Timken Drives is an equal opportunity employer.
You know when you order a new video game, or a golf club, or a blender, and then it arrives at your door, you get a little thrill. Imagine how much more thrilling it is when you order a new car. With Nissan at home, you can shop for the perfect ride and order it without ever having to go anywhere. Sure beats a golf club or a blender. Buy a new car entirely online with Nissan at home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway. Thrill starts here. Services may vary at participating dealers, subject to applicable law. See dealer for details.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Austin Eckler scored 4 touchdowns to lead the Bolts to a 41-37 Sunday night win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. With LA down 3 in the fourth, Justin Herbert connected with Mike Williams for the 53-yard go-ahead and game-winning score. Meanwhile, in Arrowhead, Dak Prescott got sacked 5 times. He was picked off twice as Dallas fell to the Chiefs 19-9. The Vikings beat the Packers 34-31. Justin Jefferson, 8 snags for 169 yards and a couple of scores. Aaron Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns in a losing effort. Jonathan Taylor had 5 total touchdowns to go along with 204 scrimmage yards as the Colts took care of the Bills. The Cardinals beat the Seahawks 23-13 without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins in the lineup. Russell Wilson was held to 207 yards passing. Seattle now 1-4 at home this season. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
It's not just Santa who's coming to town, it's also your in-laws and their cousins. So time for some gifts from the Home Depot. From doorbell cameras to intelligent thermostats, you'll look smart and save big on the latest smart home gifts. Does your father-in-law like to fix things around the house? Put him to work with a DeWalt 20-volt 2-battery starter kit. Buy one, get one free. That should keep him busy. No matter who comes to town this year, make the holidays yours with savings on tools and gifts store-wide from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Fantasy football to the real thing. Your sports leader has the NFL covered. ESPN 1170.
Welcome back here, ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us, we're local. Yeah, we had like we said, Iowa game. Big win against Illinois. Keeps the streak alive doing that. And it was senior day, 16 seniors left, hoping that Charlie Jones comes back. And this week, I think we're 2.5 or 3.5 point underdogs at Nebraska for the Black Friday game.
Definitely should be.
Yeah, absolutely should be. We'll see what happens there. Win that, scoreboard watch, and then Wisconsin loses on to Indy, and that's the most important thing. We just need to worry a little bit about the quarterback play of Alex Padilla because, what'd you say, 7 of 18? For 83 yards?
It's not good.
No, it wasn't a good, strong.
It's not how you win football games, folks.
No, it's not.
I think we were playing Illinois, though.
Some scores from yesterday. Patriots blanked Atlanta. We know that. That was from Thursday night. And then Indianapolis 41 over Buffalo 15. Carson Wentz just 11 for 20, but he didn't need to do anything because Jonathan Taylor did everything else.
Jonathan Taylor's team.
That's right. Josh Allen, 21 of 35, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Colts are in the middle of Hard Knocks in season.
They're doing that now?
They're doing it now. It started last week.
I thought they were going to do it last.
No, they did it last week. And
that's great.
The weird thing is they took you up all the way up into up until Jacksonville. So they got you up to speed. So it's like now you're in sync now. So you'll be able to see like going into the preparation of everything for the Buffalo and whatnot. So it's kind of it's up to speed.
That's great.
So also HBO Max. Did you see King Richard at all? Me neither.
So, is that something we should watch?
I don't know. It's about Serena and Venus Williams, their father.
That movie. Yeah, no, I didn't take a peek at that yet.
Gotcha.
Jonathan Taylor MVP?
That's a great question.
Or I think it's just a quarterback award. Is it? I mean, it's going to take a lot for him to still get in there, right? He keeps having 5 touchdowns a week, though. He'll definitely get there, but
that's not his fault of play calling. He can only do with what he gets.
Yeah. It's just hard because it's been a quarterback award basically for a while now.
Well, honestly, I'm not going to get too crazy into it, but we are the ones that said just take a page from the Tennessee Titans and just give him the ball. And maybe they can just control the clock. And we said going into that game, Indianapolis is going to control the game. That's what they should do. I'm going to look at, let's see, NFL, Colts, and if anybody, I mean, I have them on my fantasy team, so that's good. So the Colts open up the season with 3 straight losses.
Uh-huh.
And then they won against the Dolphins, and so they started off 1-4. Since then, they've gone 5-1, and that's right about the time when he started just taking over. They won 31-3 of the Texans, 30-18 of the 49ers, lost to the Titans 34-31. They were right in that game.
Really should have won that Baltimore game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right before that.
Beat the Jets 45-30, Jags 23-17, now the Bills 41-15. It's more of his output that you need to look at his games and how much he has to do with it, which I think we'll take a look at. I think he's in the top 3 right now.
Okay.
I really do. Kyler, he's missed too many games. Josh Allen looks like a 2018 version of himself.
That entire team looks like 2018 versions of themselves.
If Tampa were to lose tonight, that would be 3 losses in a row.
That'll hurt Tom.
Including with a bye in the middle in week 2 out of that. That'll hurt him.
I don't think Rodgers did a whole lot yesterday to hurt himself.
The memo to the league is, dear Lord, let's not give him MVP. He, COVID, blah, blah, blah. So let's take a look at some other scores, and we'll kind of figure out from there. Hey, guess who's back in the league? Cam Newton, 21-27, 189 yards, led, even though they lost to the Washington football team, 27-21. Cam Newton, he put up some fantasy numbers.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I picked him up.
Play him?
Yeah.
Did you just tell me you traded for Jalen Hurts, too?
Yeah.
So
did fine there, too.
Really good.
But then better than having Baker Mayfield in there. But they ended up winning. They won their game 13-10 over the Detroit Lions. He was just 15-29, 176 yards with a touchdown. Mayfield was.
He's not healthy.
No.
He just looks awful. I was watching a lot of that game yesterday because I bet the game, and I just wanted, every time he came out in the field, I just wanted Case Keenum to come out there.
San Francisco all over Jacksonville, 30-10 on the road. Jimmy G, 16-22, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns. There was some type of promo on a sports betting app, and if you bet a 1-game parlay, they'll give you a free bet or whatever else. So I actually
love those.
Yeah, you had to be
big
over.
fans.
You had to be over plus something. You had to be over plus 300 or something like that. So I moved that line from I think to San Francisco 7.5 to 9.5, and then I bet the under on I forget receiving yards for Jesus. What's wrong with me? Our boy from Iowa, Kittle. Yeah, under on the receiving yards for Kittle.
Okay.
So he had 4 for 34 instead of I think the over-under was 63. Kansas City beats Dallas in the afternoon game. That's a highlight. Kansas City's defense decided to show up for the first time.
They've been playing all right.
Dak was just 28 for 43 for 216 yards. Mahomes, 23 for 37, 260 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was off the injury reserve for that game. Game in the noon games, that was important. Minnesota at home against Green Bay. We said in the first half before we went to commercial break, Minnesota's had 6 games decided on the final drive of the game. It's obviously the most in there. And they have 9 games decided by a touchdown or less. And Kirk Cousins has 24 consecutive games with a touchdown thrown.
Fun
tying a Minnesota Vikings record, franchise record, with Culpepper. That's right. So if he throws another one, he has the record. Has not thrown an interception since week 5.
He doesn't get enough credit.
He doesn't. He's doing it despite having a crappy head coach.
Yeah.
I just had to throw it in there. Dolphins went on the road against the Jets. Tua was 27-33, 273 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Flacid was 24-39, 291 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bengals going to Las Vegas and just do it up. Pedestrian numbers by Joe Burrows, though, 20-29, 148 yards, 1 touchdown. It's just, I think Las Vegas is just kind of, and that interim coach is watching his job interview just go down the drain after he won the first two, after Gruden was let go. You mentioned the Eagles, and we did too, and I'm on board right now. I'm keeping my eye on the Eagles. 40-29 at home against the New Orleans Saints. The trick here is that the Saints, I was wrong when I said that, because I was trying to look up last week the DVOA of the Saints, because I was trying to look at the Eagles, because the Eagles were a sleeper pick of mine earlier in the week for a Survivor.
Yeah.
But then I was wrong. I said that the Saints don't have a good run defense. They had the number one run defense. What the Eagles have done here now, knowing they have the better offensive line, is they changed things up, and they said, like, yeah, then we'll just do short passes here and there. We're still going to get it open, but we're going to still use our offensive line the best way we can. So they kind of took some of that away.
I like how we just say things out loud and just go with them.
Yeah.
Like, the number one.
They were
number one rush.
They are.
And you said last week that they didn't have a good rush defense.
Because I looked at the DVOA, I have them like listed, and I'm like, what? I Googled DVOA. It was on Wednesday before I was going to go on the air for KGYM. Because I was like, because they have to give Survivor picks, and I was like, hey, I want to say the Eagles. I want to say the Eagles. And then I was like, I can't say the Eagles. I mean, whatever. I can't remember either way. They don't have a good rush defense or something.
Hopefully you didn't say the Titans.
I did not. Well, I'm sure I said that you could take them, but I said I'd stay away from them because it's a divisional game. Mm-hmm. Titans lost to the Texans 22-13, just Houston's second victory since they've beaten Jacksonville. I don't even know what to make of that. I mean, they don't have any weapons, so Tannehill threw the ball 52 times for 323 yards, and they only got 13 points out of it. Colt McCoy was 35 of 44 for 328 yards. Seattle lost. Pete Carroll left the press conference. He looks like he's lost.
He came back, though,
He came back, and he was just as lost the second time.
He's like, well, I didn't mean to leave.
He came back in street clothes. It's like, hey, maybe they won't recognize me as I leave the building. Like, you're not done with your press conference. You have a mandatory press conference. You're like, okay.
What did I see? Colt McCoy is the only quarterback to win in Seattle in the last 2 years? Or, like, twice in the last 2 years?
Yeah, he did it for the Giants.
Yep.
The last year.
That franchise is going to go down the drain as soon as Russell Wilson decides to hang it up or go somewhere else.
He has not looked good since coming back from that finger injury.
Coming back too early.
I know.
Get off the field.
We mentioned the Chargers over the Steelers in a crazy game. Justin Herbert was all over the place. He almost got the 300-100. He almost was close to 100 yards rushing. He was 30 of 41 with 382 yards, 3 touchdowns. Big Ben, 28 of 44 for 273. All right, we haven't mentioned the Chicago Bears-Baltimore game because, hey.
Why would you?
Because the Red Rocket got paid $10 million, and he did not come in and do what he was supposed to do or whatever else. I mean, Fields goes out with a rib injury, and I know he scored a touchdown to go up, but Baltimore came down and scored. Whoever this Huntley character is was 26 of 36 for 219 yards. And Matt Nagy is getting the chance. He was getting. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't be like, they're cheering something else besides fire Matt Nagy.
What do you have to do to lose your job in Chicago?
He made the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years. Wasn't he coach of the year, one of them too? And they're just going to say, like, yeah, that's what we're going with? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, last year really is that making the playoffs when you're the extra team in? You still made the playoffs, I guess. Yes, we can be happy with that. But
yeah, I just think like when we talked about that, how they backed into Yeah, I know they backed into making the playoffs. And do you want to be that team? The only thing
this year, absolutely, you want to be that team.
This year, it's not the same.
It's not anywhere close to the same.
I don't think so at all. It's backing in because. Again, I think that 5, 6, 7 is going to be a hard fought, and I'm eyeing the Vikings and I'm eyeing the Eagles now. Mm-hmm. And now I feel bad. I mean, even though the 49ers won, that's going to be but who else is there? So, yeah, that's
49ers.
Whoever wins it goes in. So, but then 5, 6, so 49ers could be outside looking in because 5 is probably going to be the whoever's second in the NFC West.
Yeah.
And the Eagles and Vikings can sneak in there. So 49ers has to.
That's why this week's Minnesota-San Francisco game is
huge.
Is my game of the week, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
It's better than the Rams and the Green Bay, in my opinion. I've seen Matt Stafford versus Aaron Rodgers a million times. I'm good with it.
So tonight we have Manning Cast.
Do you know who's going to be on there?
I do not yet. So this is our time to speculate before we go to break.
Where are they at? They're in Tampa?
They're in Tampa. They're playing the Giants.
Warren Sapp.
First things first. Probably. That's a good call. Doesn't this scream Rondell and Tiki Barber?
Yeah.
Brothers,
Yeah,
twin
absolutely.
brothers.
That's dumb. Yeah.
Tiki was on
Oh,
Giants,
absolutely.
Rondell was on the
Yeah,
Bucks.
that's exactly
like
what you gotta
100%. Just get them both on the screen, or all four of them.
Yeah.
Just the brothers.
Brothers.
You know, which one does mom like best? Do that game. You know, which one got better grades in school? Which one got in more trouble? Like that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason not to put those guys.
Warren Sapp's a good one.
Yeah, not that the Barbers are there.
I know, but
those would be your guys.
Any actors? I mean, it's New York. You know, the turtle from Entourage. He's a huge Giants fan. Book it. Is he relevant anymore?
I don't know. I don't think so, man. I don't think that's the guy.
It's him.
I get that, but I don't
Jerry
think that's
Ferrara,
the guy. I
whatever?
don't think he's coming around.
What?
I don't know. He's probably got a drug problem now.
He does not.
I have no idea.
He's on shows.
Is he on shows?
Yeah, I think he's on shows.
I didn't know he was still on shows.
No, I mean, I think he's like on, I don't know, podcasts or produce
Dancing
stuff.
with the Stars.
Huh?
Dancing with the Stars.
Turtle. That would be a date where, I mean, there'd be a lot of people like, who's that? Who's a big Tampa Bay? You don't get Randy Arizina in there because those guys wouldn't be able to translate with him.
No.
Because he is Rookie of the Year type of thing, but they're not going to cross over and do that. Let's see.
Taylor Swift?
Not from that area. Jake Gyllenhaal, maybe. He's from Buffalo, whatever, the Buffalo area, I think. Upstate
How do you know
New York.
that? Why do you know
Because
that?
there's a lot of things with that song all too well. People have been,
really?
Yeah, I've been following the Swifties, breaking this thing down. I got a near 12-year-old daughter that I got to keep up with the Joneses on what's going on, even though she could care less about my opinion about what all too well is about.
Who
All right.
won yesterday that could be the player this year?
Who won? Oh, who played yesterday? Well, Jonathan Taylor would be a good one because they got to share their time in Indianapolis.
You call Mac Jones?
I think you're kind of crossing too much of like Tom's on.
Okay.
And if you're, I mean, I don't see why not, but if you're Mac Jones, you just kind of say, I want to stay away from that comparison type of thing.
Jimmy G?
Jimmy G wouldn't be a bad one. You know, Big Ben hasn't been on yet. And he played against both of them.
They won. They lost, though. I don't think you're coming on that and trying to have a good time the day after you lose.
Fair. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where to go then. Because that's a pretty good call.
And you're not calling anybody from the Thursday night games?
No.
And they all lost. Every one of those teams is coming off a loss.
Yeah.
Wow,
So,
that's crazy. In my mind.
who else could be in here?
Are you calling and talking to Tua? Florida guy? Right there?
Maybe. I wouldn't mind that. I'd actually would like to see a younger guy where they get to break things up. But yeah, because I like where your head's at. Who are you going to have that in the fourth quarter if it is getting close that they get to break down the calls? Because that's what they normally do. That's fun.
Has Matt Stafford been on there yet?
No.
He was
bye
off.
week?
He's off.
He can do it, yeah, off of a bye week. Stafford. I'm fine with Stafford.
Look it up.
All right, so it's a
Do we have a celebrity yet?
Turtle from Entourage.
You're going with Turtle?
Is there a movie coming out here soon that we should be that they need to like focus on?
Ryan Reynolds and The Rock just dropped a movie. Red Notice.
The Rock wasn't in Survivor Series. Maybe he's waiting to do this.
Yeah.
The Rock would be legit.
That would be fun.
The Rock would be Ryan Reynolds. I don't want him to be talking about Canada or something stupid like that. I don't have time for Ryan Reynolds to be doing that stuff.
Did you watch Survivor Series?
I had it on in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just taking peeks.
Yeah, it wasn't anything too significant. And then I was, I can't remember what I was doing at the end when it ran late.
Yeah, I did run a little late.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know?
Oh, just from reading it.
Okay. I was like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
trust me.
Yeah, don't
I did catch up this morning. I'm just laying in my bed dying, and I'm just like going through it. It's like the last 2 minutes of every match.
So let's see. I don't
Somebody
know.
said Hulk Hogan lives in Tampa.
Office Survivor Series going into that. Oh.
Jay Foster and Ryan Reynolds often get confused for the other guy in public.
It's not wrong, except for then I don't know anything about Canada, so I'm like, no. Like
Constantly.
Yeah. Gosh darn it all. Yeah, man, I'm sticking with Turtle. All right, let's take a break. I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to tell you who's going to be on the Manning cast tonight. We need one more. No,
we got the
Stafford.
we got the players.
Okay.
We got the player.
Turtle goes first. Warren Sapp, the Barber twins, then Stafford.
Okay.
That's my lineup.
All right.
Turtle, Sapp, Barber twins,
What is
Stafford.
with you and this turtle guy? You just want to keep saying the word turtle on scuba turtles? Is that what it was?
Scuba turtles, yeah, they take dives.
You just like saying the word
Give
turtle.
me another person, and I know there's plenty that are known Giants fans or Tampa Bay that know the NFL. But yes, he's not relevant. But Al Michaels is relevant. Then what do you want me to say? The Rock? I would love it if it's The Rock.
We'll go with Turtle.
Rock is down in Miami, though. He's from there. He played down at the U.
What about Easer Ace just said Kevin Cash?
How boring do you want to get? You want
He just won Manager
you
of
want
the
people
Year,
to watch
like you
it?
said.
If they could get The Rock, can you imagine that? And he's on Red Notice. It's got to be The Rock.
Have you seen Red Notice?
Not yet. You?
Yeah, it was
You gotta,
we were looking for some comedic relief, a little bit, and some action, and Ryan Reynolds.
I'm trying to catch up on Succession, so.
Gotcha.
All right. So.
Turtle.
I feel like right now we're at the Masked Singer and we're making the most ridiculous things in the world. Like a lot of times they're like, it's Ed Sheeran. I'm like, Ed Sheeran wouldn't be on the Masked Singer. And like, he wouldn't just not be on the Masked Singer. Everybody, like it doesn't make any sense. So, but The Rock is pretty good. He's got Red Notice. He's always got things cooking. But
Survivor Series was yesterday. So
Yeah.
I mean,
would have been cool if he made the appearance, but they thought he was going to because it was like 21 years or whatever,
Yeah.
or 24 years, 97 when he made his to the day when he made his debut. So. The only thing would they be afraid he's going to mention the XFL?
I don't think so.
So are you okay with The Rock, or you just want to get this over with?
I'm good with The Rock. I like The Rock.
Okay, so it goes The Rock.
Okay.
Oh no, so Sapp might be bumped first.
Yeah, you can't have The Rock first.
Sapp, the Barber twins, The Rock,
Matt
Stafford.
Stafford. Gotcha.
I have Matt Stafford now. Go. All right, that's what we're going with. All right, we'll be right back. ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us local, and we will figure out who's on the Manning cast tonight, and we'll have that answer for you when we come back.
This is Coach A.C. Earl. Don't hassle us, we're local.
Save on your next project during Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021. Update your home with a Mastercraft door built just for you. Start a bathroom remodel and save on a new vanity. Update your kitchen with the largest in-stock appliance selection to take home today at the lowest prices. Menards' last 11% rebate sale of 2021 is good through Wednesday, November 24th. Savings are mail-in rebate. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
Every tackle, every touchdown of Iowa State football can be heard right here all season long. Cyclone Football is presented by Crawford Company, Circle Tap, and Advantage Advertising. This is the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Velvety paper feel, exquisite colors, stunning scale. At Staples, we sweat the details and quality of every print project. Stop by Staples and try our Print Big Promise. We're committed to getting your print job right, to treating your small business like a big deal, and guiding you from start to finish. Get 20% off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends January 1st. Visit staples.com/services/printing for details. Staples, where small business prints big.
'Twas the season of cheer, and joy filled the town, except for Scrooge with his perma-frown. The gift of a Peloton bike touched his soul without doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out. This Black Friday, get the original Peloton bike at our best holiday price ever, $1,495. All access membership separate. Terms apply. See website for details.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-324-4522. 800-324-4522. Don't wait. Call now. 800-324-4522. 800-324-4522.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Austin Eckler scored 4 touchdowns to lead the Bolts to a 41-37 Sunday night win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. With LA down 3 in the fourth, Justin Herbert connected with Mike Williams for the 53-yard go-ahead and game-winning score. Meanwhile, in Arrowhead, Dak Prescott got sacked 5 times. He was picked off twice as Dallas fell to the Chiefs 19-9. The Vikings beat the Packers 34-31. Justin Jefferson, 8 snags for 169 yards and a couple of scores. Aaron Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns in a losing effort. Jonathan Taylor had 5 total touchdowns to go along with 204 scrimmage yards as the Colts took care of the Bills. The Cardinals beat the Seahawks 23-13 without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins in the lineup. Russell Wilson was held to 207 yards passing. Seattle now 1-4 at home this season. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
It's not just Santa who's coming to town, it's also your in-laws and their cousins. So time for some gifts from the Home Depot. From doorbell cameras to intelligent thermostats, you'll look smart and save big on the latest smart home gifts. Does your father-in-law like to fix things around the house? Put him to work with a DeWalt 20-volt 2-battery starter kit. Buy one, get one free. That should keep him busy. No matter who comes to town this year, make the holidays yours with savings on tools and gifts store-wide from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Avoid the political talk with the family this holiday season. Talk about sports, because nobody ever fights over sports. This is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Local here on ESPN 1170 AM. Boy, what a break. You didn't find anything?
I didn't see anything whatsoever. Except you running out of here yelling 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Yeah, that guy could you.
We had an entire break, Jay.
I was doing other things. That's all kind of, when you're on a short week like this week, it's all kind of crazy.
Crazy week?
Yeah.
I know. I keep getting things for like week 10, and like it says star-studded, and it got me excited, and then it's not there. Did you find it?
What?
You know, you just look like you're about to find it. Show me how to Google, because I cannot.
I'm on
Google.
Twitter. I'm still seeing week 10.
Yeah, it's all about week 10. Are they even? They're having it tonight, right?
Oh yeah, they're having it tonight.
Yeah, it's a big game.
Omaha Productions has not done anything yet, by the way. And Omaha Productions is the entertainment company that's launched by Peyton Manning. Omaha! So...
Is that...
That's the one who announced it last week.
Maybe it's a surprise. Maybe we'll find out tonight. If it's turtle, I'm gonna lose my.
If it's turtle, I'm gonna run around the neighborhood, run around my house naked, barking at the moon. Like, told you, turtle's back, baby. Turtle's back.
Put some clothes on, Jay.
Yep. Knock it off, dummy. All right, so so the Manning cast will be tonight. I will give the spend too much time on this, but I no more turtle talk. The Rock is our guest. He's going to be up in the 3 spot.
Is that why you went and got your Rocky?
No, because I ran out of my coffee over there and had drinking here.
Had to get some White Claw in you.
Yeah. Well, I guess we just have to wait and see about it. So tonight should be a pretty decent night.
Oh, yeah.
Game.
Absolutely.
So you have a poker game scheduled.
Oh, yeah. I got a poker game, 7 o'clock. Anybody out there in the Hassel world wants to play, get a hold of me.
And that'll be at Frick's?
Yeah.
Or at a house, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be in a location.
And then, question, you have
I don't care. We do it at Frick's upstairs.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
You guys keep it to the small gaming
Everything be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. What do you guys have planned for the big Wednesday night?
Nothing much. I was going to get a DJ. I don't know. I feel like when people come home, they kind of go back to the bars that they usually go to when they used to live here. And so I feel like it's a big, I don't know, Pints would probably be a good one. It's a good stockade night. I feel like the rest of the village might be a little dead. Oh, nothing too much. Just going to be open.
I saw something last week on social media posted, and I think it was by one of the news outlets or something. It had something to do with places to go on Blackout Wednesday. And I was really surprised them choosing to use something that has been common now for the last 15 to 20 years in a society that also for a long time looked down upon the bars for saying that, using that term when they were advertising for it. I found it odd that a media would use that term.
I agree with you. I kind of find that odd too. I didn't know that they would advertise like that. I mean, you don't really want to advertise that direction.
No, and I know you see a lot of places that are kind of going away from that. And like you said, they're gonna go either way. As last year was still, we were worried about going out, and it wasn't the same. And for those who don't know, it is the busiest busiest night in the bar world. People think it's New Year's Eve. It's not. It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Yeah. And oddly, as things have changed in the past 20 to 15 to 10 to 5 years, more and more places are opening up on Christmas and Christmas Eve.
I saw a lot of people are closing on Thanksgiving, though. You see, Target's even, they're going to stay closed on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't know. Tonight, Tampa Bay is a -11 favorite against the New York Giants.
Is that going up?
Yeah,
wow.
That's going up.
Why? I find that hard to believe as I feel like these two teams, one's getting healthier, one's getting, losing people a little bit. No Antonio Brown.
That is an interesting one.
Why is that going up? Why is that in the wrong direction? Don't get me wrong, I like it, but
I don't know why. And they're coming off of a bye, the Giants are.
Yeah.
But that bye is so goofy. I mean, look at the Bears. They're off a bye. But then the Texans, they win on the road.
Tampa Bay lost off their bye.
Tampa Bay lost off their bye.
Don't get me wrong.
There was something that was mentioned that during the latest CBA that was made out, the players wanted more freedom in their bye week, meaning they didn't want to have to report to facilities and go through meetings or whatever else. And it's been pointed out also that this is more of a time for the coaches to look back on the weeks prior and be like, what worked here, what didn't work, and what's working against our coming up opponents. Let's take a week. Let's not plan for 2 weeks for an opponent. Let's plan for the rest of the year, which I think is kind of smart. Maybe that's why you're seeing some teams not win off of the bye. But then it was pointed out last week by Cousin Sal on Bill Simmons' podcast that Bruce Arians looked a little red, like he spent more time on the golf course than he did at the facility on the bye week. And they were like, we need to start paying attention. Like, who looks like what? So we can do in-game live betting. Like, does someone look a little bit more tan than usual? Because the players don't have to go as much anymore. So the preparation's not as much there. Or vice versa. They have that rest. But the players they said they wanted more time to rest and everything. And these younger guys are saying, yeah, it's more important for us to rest than to be at the facilities doing the exercises, being in meetings the entire time. So the bye thing is so goofy. It's hard to figure out how it's going to work. I don't know. I can't
believe you just reminded me that the Bears are coming off a bye.
They were coming off a bye.
We weren't prepared for that quarterback. That's what it was.
You should have been.
Duh.
He was out Tuesday and Wednesday, and maybe even Thursday, then practice on Friday, and then he had a non-COVID illness. Yeah, right.
Entire team's
Lamar
got COVID.
Jackson leads the league in COVID injuries too, by the way.
Does he?
Yeah, he leads. Yeah, that's where he's going to be MVP of.
No, we already got that wrapped up with
That's
Rodgers.
wrapped up. Give it to Taylor. Actually, we need to. I wonder what the futures is on that. So, all right. So, yeah, Buccaneers minus 11 tonight. I don't know. They're at home.
I already took the 10.5.
Okay.
I'm on that side.
First game home since week 7 against the Bears. How are they at home anyway? They won against Dallas, beat Atlanta, beat the Bears. It's only their 4th game at home this year. So they're undefeated at home. Against the spread, they did not cover against Dallas, no. Atlanta, did they? And Bears, did they?
They covered against the Bears.
Okay, so at least we know they're 1-1. I'm pretty sure they probably did against Atlanta, too, so they're probably 2-1 against
They
the
were
spread.
covering, and Tom Brady doesn't... Actually, now I don't like my pick now that I'm about to say this. I think a primetime game he's like 0 in his last 11 covering.
Probably.
Something like that?
That sounds about right. All right, well, speaking of spreads.
Let's hit it.
And covering, let's get after it. We're going to do Guess the Lines this week, and we want you guys to play along with us. Play along in the car, play along at work, on the radio, on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. But we're going to look at every game. We're going to guess the spread and see how the spread looks compared to our friends at Elite Sportsbook. We've mentioned this multiple times. This is a tough week this week in Week 12.
Any double-digit points in yours?
There are no double-digit points in mine.
Me neither.
No, so this is going to be a close one. And I don't know. I haven't looked at all the lines yet, so I don't know exactly like how far I am off or how I feel. But it wasn't an easy one to go. All right, Thursday.
I don't want to watch this game at all. Let's just start out.
11:30 kickoff.
Sounds like absolutely no fun to me.
Is Goff still out for this game?
I would imagine so.
So Tim Boyle is still going to be the quarterback?
Oh, he was awful.
15 of 23 for 77 yards. I saw a meme like where this guy went to college and everything else, and they're like, how is this guy in this league? And then I went and, I'm like, well, okay. I guess I was still thinking about Goff or whatever else. How is Fields going to be?
I'm not sure. I haven't.
Because I'm way off on this line.
You're
I did
way
not
off
have
on
the
this
Bears. Yeah, I went Detroit. I don't care. I really don't care. I went Detroit. I'm sure the Bears, and I should have known better because the Bears were getting points and they could cover it. But the Bears are actually favoring this, and I went Detroit -2. What'd you do?
I have the Bears -3.
Well, it's 3.5, and the public is going to hammer the Bears, and the Sharps are going to take the home dog. That line will be 2.5 by kickoff.
Yeah.
The Sharps are going to come in real hard and heavy on that 3.5.
We can't lose to Detroit, right?
You can.
I kind of want to at this point.
I would. But right now, by the way...
I'm guessing Andy Dalton starts this game.
Yes. And right now...
And either way, I like both of our quarterbacks over anybody that they throw out there.
If the draft were to happen today, you would have the number 6 overall pick, but you wouldn't have it. It would be to the New York Giants.
Thanks for that reminder.
Mm-hmm.
It's real fun. Appreciate that.
Just want to remind you of that.
Thank you.
Yep. Keep pointing that out. Every time you lose, it just keeps going up further and further. But you can only go so far because Jacksonville and Houston don't want to give up those spots. Okay, Las Vegas Raiders at the Dallas Cowboys. We talked about. I mentioned this. Raiders. They're just a different team. At least no one went to jail on Monday last week, and this day isn't over with today. But they go to Dallas. Dallas licking their wounds after going up to Kansas City, and just not looking like that offense. They lost CeeDee Lamb. Was that a concussion?
I did not see that.
Yeah.
And he's not on any of my fantasy teams, so I wouldn't know that today.
They said head injury, but when he came back, it was in the end zone a pass, and he basically, it's one of those things like he landed on his butt, goes to his back, and the head whiplashes back.
Wow, so if he doesn't pass concussion protocol, you're going to have Amari Cooper
They
and
said
CeeDee
head
Lamb
injury, though. They were never saying concussion, but I saw it, and I'm like, ugh.
That's a concussion.
Yeah. Michael Gallup just came back from IR, but he was really like their only weapon in the game outside of Elliott, so we'll have to see what that happens. The Raiders.
That's going to change my opinion down the line, I guess, a little bit.
I have the Cowboys favored. I am favored by 8.5.
I'm not that high.
Okay.
I'm just at straight up 7.
Okay.
I like by a touchdown. I don't like that possibly CeeDee Lamb's going to be also out with.
Yeah, keep your eye on that one.
Yeah. So I'm at 7. What if they have Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb out? That could be a 3-point game real quick.
Yeah.
What's it at?
You get a star.
Oh, is it at 7?
Yeah, it's at 7. So, just trying to look at some of them. 7 seems about right. Anything more than 7, I think they're fearful of a sharp buyback in. I don't think that line moves this week.
Okay. You think it stays right there the entire week?
I don't think there's enough public money out there, except for there's only 3 games to bet on that day. And that's the only way I see that moving. I don't think the sharps are going to move that anywhere. And especially, like you said, if Lamb's out as well.
Man, that's tough.
I think that stays there. All right, the Buffalo Bills go to the Saints.
This is an interesting game.
This line is terrible. It stinks.
I'm probably too high on this line.
Okay.
I have Buffalo -8.
Yeah, you're too high. And I'm low, but not too low, so I'm going to get this one.
Okay.
Listen to me. The Bills are not that good.
I just think New Orleans is that bad anymore with Simeon, but also, I mean, they still scored points yesterday. The Bills are soft.
Yes.
Softer than room temperature butter, Jay.
Yes. And it's not going to get easier for them at all. Let's see here. Looking at this.
But I just think that you get slapped in the mouth like that, you got to come out and make a statement this week. What is the line? What do you have?
I have Buffalo just favored at -1.5.
Oh, wow.
It's 4, and it's too much. And, excuse me. I got that bug in my throat. This is going to be, sharps are going to be buying this one. This will be, the plus. This will move to -3 soon. Sharps should be all over this one. The home dog, getting 4, doesn't matter. Short week. Buffalo's, now they have no running game whatsoever, which they didn't really have a strong one. Josh Allen has not been doing things with his legs anymore. The only way he can do it is if he gets out of the pocket, and he hasn't been. So the designed run plays aren't working this week, and they're going to have to Buffalo's going to have to beat them deep. I don't know if they've got it. I actually like the Saints in this situation, and I might like a money line because that's how bad I think the Bills are. Bills after this, they're home against New England, at Tampa Bay, home against Carolina, at New England.
They have to win this game, Jay.
Yeah, I know. This is a kitchen sink game for them. Since we're here, let's take a look at that. That's a great point because I want to see. Well, we'll go through this. We'll do the guess, and then let's go look at games of the week and what's kitchen sink. They have to put everything in this. This is a make or break for their season. All right, so I'll get that one just because I'm closer by pointing at 2.5 points. 8 points, Adrian. You're so good at this. And
I had 6 at first, and then I would just kept.
You were doing great, and then that hangover was like, remember me?
I
Don't
always
forget
have
I'm still
one.
here.
I just always have one a week. There, I'm just like, this is really bad. Yes, a couple weeks ago, what I say it was gonna be like Tennessee -10 or something like that.
Yeah.
I get against New Orleans again. I'm just not a fan of New Orleans.
I am going. I could not care less about any of these Thanksgiving games.
It's not going to be good. It's not going to be a good day. And if the Bears lose right away to start my day,
just give me that turkey and pass out.
I've got a lot of things going on that day. I probably need to be in a good mood for, and they're just trying to start me off the day right away by being angry, little elf. And yeah.
All right, so let's get into the Sunday games then.
Okay.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Boy, oh boy. All right. So, Pittsburgh coming off a loss, tough loss, Sunday night game. Cincinnati off of a win, game they should have won. And let's see. Cincinnati, and cover spread against Las Vegas. I've got Cincinnati favored at home. I've got them a good old-fashioned -3.
Jay.
Yep.
We're going to tie.
Yeah, I think this is going to happen quite a bit. Well, I try to stay away from many of these, but yep. So we're going to tie at 3. That sounds about right to me. Sounds about right to everyone. That 3.5 that they put on there, because that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's just begging the public to take the Steelers plus 3.5.
I like the Bengals here.
I like the Bengals to win as well, but Steelers are a very high bet team. They're up there with like the Kansas City, Dallas, what type of thing. So it is 3.5, but we both guessed 3. There'll be a tie. Colts host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't like this line either. Mainly because I'm not right. I actually like the Colts in this game, and I was like, okay, whatever else. And I know Tampa Bay has had a lot of games on the road, and they've won some of them. But I don't know what I'm seeing out of them. I don't know if they're hurt or getting older or what. I had Indianapolis favored, and I'm dead wrong. I had them favored minus 3.5. And I just put the hook on just to put the hook on.
I don't like betting, like guessing these games at the beginning. I feel like, before they play Tampa Bay and later on, before the Giants play, because there's just so much I feel like it happened tonight. I do have Tampa Bay favored.
Okay.
I have a minus 3. I just think that like it's just Tampa Bay kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. Being favored to that many points on the road, but still Tom's won a lot, I feel like, in Indy, too. I feel like that team might be kind of back to full strength at that point.
Okay.
With maybe Antonio Brown and Gronk coming back by that short week, though. Maybe I'm too high.
No, you're not. You're you said
I have 3.
3?
Yeah.
It's 2.5. So, that's. I just think the Colts are clicking, man.
So do I.
I just don't like that one. I think that's another one that the Sharps will be on, but that's where they got worried about the 2.5 instead of the 3. All right, Carolina at Miami.
Who knows, Jay?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows?
Great point. Who knows? I just kind of took this as, all right, where am I going to go at? We know that it's more like 2 or 1.5. Hard Rock Stadium isn't the one that's worth a 2 or a 3 at 1.5, but I still was just kind of like, Carolina Panthers are up and down.
Yeah.
They just lost at home against Washington. I'll add a little bit more. They're on the road. I'm going to give Miami a good old-fashioned 3. That's where I was at.
You're at 3?
Yeah.
At first, I had Carolina favored in this game at minus 1, and now I kind of just moved it over to Miami. So I have Miami minus 1. And I don't, like I said, I don't really know.
You're going to get it because you're closer. It's actually a pick'em.
Really?
Yep. Which is surprising. There's going to be another one that comes up here that's really surprising as well, and we can talk our way through that one and figure out why they have it the way it is. But first, we're going to go to Tennessee at New England. This line is crazy to me. Tennessee at New England. This line is all because of overreaction to Tennessee losing.
Uh-huh.
And out of respect to the Patriots. But it just doesn't feel right. I only gave the Patriots minus 2.
Really?
Yep.
I'm a little bit higher than that. Not much. I have New England minus 4.
Okay.
I think New England definitely is the best team here. Better team here. Yeah, it was a sloppy game by Tennessee, and it was played in a sloppy environment.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, you can't throw the ball that many times and have that many yards and not have more points than that. They didn't score till the third quarter, Jay.
Yeah.
What is it at?
New England 5.5.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be that high.
It's too high. Here's their wins. Okay, I'm throwing out the games against the Jets. I'm sorry, it just is.
Doesn't count.
They beat the Texans by 3. They beat the Chargers by 3. They did beat the Panthers by 18, and they beat up all over the Browns, and they just shut out the Falcons, all right? So as of late, they have been winning and winning a lot. Their defense have stepped up. Defense have given up 13 points in the last 3 weeks, which is impressive. It's at Carolina, home against the Browns, and at Atlanta. So it doesn't say too much. Those offenses have been putting up about those type of numbers, anywhere from 20 or below a game.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like
it's too high.
I don't think so. I'm starting to, more and more I think about it, I think they got it right there. I think they win this game by a touchdown.
Okay.
Tennessee is just, we talked about it a couple weeks ago when they lost Derrick Henry, and I know they didn't completely fall off, but, eventually we all kind of agreed that it was going to happen, right?
I thought so, but then they kept winning, and then all of a sudden we were highlighting them to win the division hands down. Now I see the Colts, and objects and mirrors are closer than they appear.
What do we know, Jay?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
That's why they stick us between noon and 2. No one listens anyway. All right, Giants host the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's why they stick us between noon and 2. Nobody's listening anyways. We can say what we want.
Yeah. I got a star on this one, so.
Did you?
Yeah. Good old bullseye.
Nice.
Good old, double bull.
Well, let me tell you what I got.
Okay.
Let's see if we both have a
Yeah, there you go. I could before I start gloating or whatever else.
I got Philly -2.
No, a little low. I got Eagles -3.5, and that's what it is.
Bing, 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 bing.
Love the Eagles here. Just going to keep riding them out money line the rest of the way.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Throw them in some money line.
Oh, I thought I had a good money line yesterday and it missed.
Ugh. Hate it when that happens.
That's always sad.
Here's the questionable line of the week.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Atlanta Falcons at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Atlanta's favored in this. I'll give you that much.
Oh, I'm wrong then.
Why would you say Jacksonville's favored?
At home, Atlanta looked terrible. I had it -1, Jacksonville.
Because they beat the Bills at home 9-6.
I just don't like Atlanta.
I hate Atlanta. They never do anything well for me covering or anything like that. By the way, I don't even know who's going to be quarterback anymore.
Yeah,
I know it's Matt Ryan, but that guy Arthur Smith doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't he went to the third quarterback, Felipe Sanchez. That's Felipe Franks. I keep messing it up.
Put him in, coach.
Yeah. Can't believe what I call him last.
That guy. Don't get me that
Where's
guy.
Frenchie at? His name's not Frenchie. It's Felipe, coach.
Give me the third string kicker.
Yeah. Rosen can't do it. I bet you this guy won't throw an interception.
Rollin Bueller.
Well, I'll be damned. He threw an interception. Our backup punter is our emergency quarterback. Put him in then. Good job, Arthur Smith.
Next.
Did you guys remember what I did in Tennessee last year? That was last year, coach. Well, wait till I show you what Felipe Franks can do.
So I'm not going to get this.
You're going to get it because you're closer.
How?
Because I think the Falcons should be higher. It's Jacksonville.
Oh, you're way
I was
off.
way high.
Oh, you're way high.
Yeah, like 6.5.
I don't think that.
Maybe your hangover came over here. I don't know why I'm so far off. I really don't.
What is it?
It's -1 Atlanta. They're favored on the road.
All right. I don't know. I figured I was just going to give it to Jacksonville just because.
I gave Jacksonville. I favored them in one game. You're like, you're never going to do that the rest of the year. And then you came out and did
I don't
this.
remember what I said last week, Jay.
Okay. All right, the Jets at Houston. Boy, can these games get any worse?
This is a banger of a game. We got Joe Flacco versus Tyrod Taylor. Did Tyrod Taylor used to back up Joe Flacco in Baltimore?
I think so.
Do I remember that correctly?
Was it Teddy? Yeah, I think so. Now listen.
I can't wait for this game, Jay. Can't wait to lose money on it.
The over-under, when this is a regional game that they go, well, let's take it out to here in this game. In the regional game that's being played that they're showing on CBS in Houston or New York, what's the over-under time? Early in the third quarter where they're just like, yeah, let's go out to Tampa Bay and Indianapolis instead.
And then they forget to come back.
Yeah. They're just that conveniently.
Well, good thing I got the NFL Network so I can watch this game.
Yeah.
Jay, you heard it here first. Houston Texans are back.
Yep. They are, and I have them favored.
I got them favored.
Okay.
How do you not?
That's right.
Unless Mike White comes running.
Unless the white quarterback is in. Okay.
And what happened to the guy that was? Wait a second.
Tyrod Taylor is back up. Yeah,
I think
the student passes the mentor. The mentee becomes the mentor.
Who was the quarterback that played after Mike White got hurt that week against Indy? Not the white quarterback. Who was he? Came in and kind of threw the ball around.
It wasn't P.J. Walker, but it was Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson. What?
Let's bring Josh Johnson back.
Why did he not get to play?
16 NFL. Listen, he's probably been on Houston. He knows that. Well, he's probably been underneath the coaching staff on there.
Why did he start this week? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
They just brought in Joe Flacco. And
he was good enough to start for the Washington football team like the last 3 games last year. He was great in the XFL. What's wrong with Josh Johnson?
I'm here for Josh Johnson.
Houston, they got him -3.5.
Ooh, we were so close to tying there. I got a -3.
Darn it all, you get a star.
Is it a star?
Yeah.
You had to put in that 0.5.
I know, too many hooks, trying to get cute.
What the hook gonna be? I got 2 stars.
Should
we take a break there?
Yeah, let's take a break.
That's the end.
Yeah, because that's the end of the noon games. Let's take a break and come back here at ESPN 1170 AM. Don't hassle us. We are local, and we will be right back here with the rest of the games here on ESPN 1170 AM.
Make your Rudy Poo candy ass famous. You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
Hi, this is Derek. And this is Skip. We are the twins from Arbar, Davenport. And you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 1170 AM.
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Get in on the action with the world's largest sports book right at your fingertips. Circa Sports Iowa is where the pros play. Enjoy the highest limits, lowest takeouts, and competitive betting menus. Download, fund, and bet from anywhere in Iowa. Circa Sports Iowa. Sports betting the way it should be. Download your new bookie today. Visit circasports.com. Must be over 21 and present in Iowa to bet. Have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up,
Good night.
There's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. And engines that continuously use Shell V Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
It's Black Friday now at JCPenney. Hurry and shop thousands of the merriest Black Friday deals while they last. Make spirits bright with up to 75% off fine jewelry. Get innovative with sharper image gifts now up to 50% off. Plus, take home kitchen appliances for $7.99 each after $10 mail-in rebate. Score these deals and more all week long before they're gone. Happy Black Friday, JCPenney. Offers valid on select items 11/22 through 11/28. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
You know when you order a new video game, or a golf club, or a blender, and then it arrives at your door. You get a little thrill. Imagine how much more thrilling it is when you order a new car. With Nissan at home, you can shop for the perfect ride and order it without ever having to go anywhere. Sure beats a golf club or a blender. Buy a new car entirely online with Nissan at home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway. Thrill starts here. Services may vary at participating dealers, subject to applicable law. See dealer for details.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code WIN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code WIN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WIN.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Austin Eckler scored 4 touchdowns to lead the Bolts to a 41-37 Sunday night win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. With L.A. down 3 in the fourth, Justin Herbert connected with Mike Williams for the 53-yard go-ahead and game-winning score. Meanwhile, in Arrowhead, Dak Prescott got sacked 5 times. He was picked off twice as Dallas fell to the Chiefs 19-9. The Vikings beat the Packers 34-31. Justin Jefferson, 8 snags for 169 yards and a couple of scores. Aaron Rodgers threw for 4 touchdowns in a losing effort. Jonathan Taylor had 5 total touchdowns to go along with 204 scrimmage yards as the Colts took care of the Bills. The Cardinals beat the Seahawks 23-13 without Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins in the lineup. Russell Wilson was held to 207 yards passing. Seattle now 1-4 at home this season. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
It's not just Santa who's coming to town, it's also your in-laws and their cousins. So time for some gifts from the Home Depot. From doorbell cameras to intelligent thermostats, you'll look smart and save big on the latest smart home gifts. Does your father-in-law like to fix things around the house? Put him to work with a DeWalt 20-volt 2-battery starter kit. Buy one, get one free. That should keep him busy. No matter who comes to town this year, make the holidays yours with savings on tools and gifts store-wide from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
From the Vegas Gaming Cafe, this is the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport, a Town Square media station.
Welcome back here. Don't Hassle Us Local on ESPN 1170 AM. During the break, 2 major announcements, if you will, Adrian.
Big time announcements.
That we got to tell everybody on the air.
Breaking news.
1, Adrian Martinez is out for senior day against Iowa, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
It's good.
Supposedly their backups are freshman quarterbacks.
Bums.
Yeah.
If you're going to Nebraska, you're bum.
But they're Scott Frost guys.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they're bums.
I don't like it. Not a lot to
Did the line move yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
We got to become favorites, right?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Then Week 11 Manning Night Football guests have been announced. And we had guessed
the Barber's got to be there.
Warren Sapp, the Barber twins, which makes all the sense in the world. The Rock, and then Matt Stafford.
And some turtle guy.
Turtle is a possibility. If no one else answers the Zoom call, Turtle is going to be on hold. Trust me, he's got time. Turtle from Entourage, everybody. Here's your guest list. Guest 1 is Bill Parcells. A lot of respect for the coach. There's going to be a lot of coach. You're back in your day, coach. He's going to be doing that old guy on the Zoom where he's leaning in way too much.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, is it on? Can I see? Wait,
I can see you.
Can
I
you
can
see
see
me?
you. Can you see me?
Can you see me?
He's got it on his TV too, right next to him.
It's on delay. It's on delay over there, like everything else. Like coach over here. Gosh. All right, Kevin Hart. I'm sure he's got another movie or stand-up
These are
coming up.
anticlimactic. This is not fun.
Yeah, it's going to continue that way.
All right.
I don't, like I said, he's got a stand-up or a movie to promote, I guess.
Sure he does. It's probably with The Rock.
Yeah.
Probably another movie with The Rock.
Probably.
Because they're in everything.
A lot of talking like this with the hand. Guess 3. I'm just that type of guy that doesn't really like the two mixed up. Condoleezza Rice. Not too much about it. I'm not really big in my politics mixed into whatever else. She knows her sports because she was on the college football committee for a while.
Fun. Okay, next.
But what does that have to do with the NFL? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then finally, Julian Edelman. So they can talk about Tom Brady?
So I'll be watching ESPN tonight.
Yeah. Like what?
It's not even fun anymore.
It's not fun. That's the second week in a row with no Monday Night Football curse.
I think somebody said that they're doing it on purpose, so that it's not a thing.
Why? Because they don't want people to not come. They don't want to. They don't want to take away from
That's
the
what
NFL.
one of the headlines said when I was looking up to try to figure it out. It said like, "We'll not be having," or it was like, "We'll continue not having players on."
That's dumb. That's what makes it fun. That makes it fun. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to be the one that breaks the streak?
I like fun.
Yeah. See.
I don't know, man.
I mean, what?
I have fun every day.
Kevin Hart. I mean,
this is no fun.
Wait, he's gonna have like 16 jokes about no one would throw him the ball and pick up football or whatever else because he's small. I don't know.
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, whatever.
Bill Parcells is gonna do a lot of Yeah, and
do you think Bill Parcells knows who Kevin Hart is?
Great question. I don't think he knows who. I think he doesn't think he knows who Condoleezza Rice is.
Huh?
I think he knows who Julian Edelman is.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, that's our group for.
That's not fun.
No, it's not. All right. Afternoon games on Sunday. We're in the middle of Augusta Lines. Adrian's killing me. Chargers go to Denver.
I'm way off on this one.
Are you?
Yeah, there's no way.
Well, Denver off of a bye,
I forgot
right?
Denver's off of a bye, too.
Yeah, and I'm probably off as well. I don't think that makes a difference here, to be quite honest with you.
What do you got?
This is a divisional game. I don't think it matters. Chargers had a game. Chargers need to win this game. Well, I'll do it in a second. I think it's always the pinwheel's going on this dumb computer. I've got the Chargers favorite on the road, and I've got them at -3.
Yeah, I'm higher than you.
Okay.
I got them at 6. But coming off the bye divisional game here, this is not a good guess.
Yeah, it's -2.5, so I'll take that one. But yeah, I just still think that they're Denver is. I don't know, they have the one game against the Cowboys, and that's about it. Be like, yeah, but remember when we beat the Cowboys? Be like, yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago. Let's forget about that. But remember. All right, Rams at Green Bay.
Rams coming off of a bye.
Rams coming off a bye. Green Bay coming off a loss in Minnesota.
Tough loss, too. Especially when they scored right away at the end of that game. When they got the ball back. Just no answer on that defense. What happened to that defense?
Rams got, let's see, back-to-back losses, Tennessee and San Francisco.
Really don't want to lose 3 in a row.
No.
I got Green Bay -3.
I have Green Bay -3 as well.
So we're going to tie.
I don't understand this line because first things first, this line should be at least 1.5.
What's it at?
Because you have to give that 1.5, and because it's Lambeau, you have to give it 2, if not 2.5. Because a neutral field.
What's it at?
It's just Green Bay -1.
Well, it makes no sense at all.
So they're saying on neutral field, the Rams.
What have the Rams done for you recently?
Nothing, and I don't think on a neutral field the Rams are 2 points better than them. That's why I don't like this line. It stinks.
Wow.
Sharp should be on the Packers here.
Yep. Everybody should be on the Packers.
Everybody should be on the Packers here.
Bet the Packers right now.
Stafford, by the way, Stafford's play as the last 4 times that they're out is no different than Jared Goff. If you look at those numbers.
I bet.
So what are they thinking? Like one more week that OBJ's there, they're going to be better?
Losing Robert Woods is going to hurt them a lot more than we think it is.
So we tied that one. All right, Minnesota at San Francisco.
Here's my game of the week.
Love that.
This is a kitchen sink game for both these teams.
Yep. This game doesn't make any sense either. Listen, I did exactly what I told you breaking this down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think SoFi, they're not at SoFi, they're at Levi Stadium. I don't think Levi Stadium is that big of a difference.
Okay.
I don't think they're bringing in that much, but I'll give them the 1.5 home field advantage and period. Leave it at that. Minnesota fans, yes, they are very rabid fan base, but they're not going to travel out to San Francisco or anything. So I'll just give them the 1.5, and that's it. So I got -1.5.
I'm sitting at 3.5.
You have San Francisco favored by 3.5.
Uh-huh. I like what San Francisco's been doing, really establishing themselves running the ball.
It's 3, so you're going to get this. I just don't. I mean, look at what the Vikings can do, and eventually they're going to make that turn. They have 2 wins in a row, and
I like San Francisco here. I feel like Minnesota stays in those games where they got to kind of throw the ball, and I feel like San Francisco's going to establish the line of scrimmage or dominate the line of scrimmage. And I actually kind of like San Francisco a lot in this game.
Yeah, well, Vikings going to have to.
And I had 3, and I added the
The
hook.
Vikings are going to have to, stop them defensive-wise because that's all the Giants really did was just run the ball yesterday. Okay. And then Cleveland, the Sunday night game, Cleveland at Baltimore. What do you have?
Well, my number's going to go off of Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, and Cleveland starting Baker Mayfield, which I don't think Baker should start for this team this week.
Okay.
So I have Baltimore -7. I just think that Cleveland starting Baker Mayfield is the wrong move here. If they decide to start Case Keenum throughout the week, I think that my line definitely goes down a lot, drastically.
Divisional game, I don't know what's really going on with Lamar. I'm assuming he's going to be back in, but
probably way high.
I went low, and I'm just going to get it by I'm going to get this one by. No, we're going to tie this because we're split evenly. You had, what was it, yours, 7? You're up by 2.5. I'm off by 2.5. We're going to tie this then.
What's that?
It's at -4.5, and I took the Ravens -2.
Yeah.
So, I think that type of situation here, divisional game, maybe the Ravens were doing, actually, maybe it is, I'm sorry, it is what it is. The Ravens should have won that game. I don't care if it's who they had or anything like that. They're the better team than the Bears. We said this last week over and over again, bet the Bears, backdoor cover. The Ravens have a hard stretch of 3 games. Cleveland at home, Steelers, then Cleveland on the road. So I knew right away that was, I'm sorry, then they go to Steelers. It goes Cleveland at home, at Steelers, at Cleveland. So I knew this game yesterday was going to be a look-ahead game for the Ravens. I'm not surprised that they won that game, and I said bet the Bears the entire time. So I get that, but 4.5 seems crazy to me because it's a divisional game, and the Browns are going to be up for it, and the Browns are going to need this game. And that's what we're going to look at coming up here soon. After Seattle at Washington, Monday night game. Don't care about this one either. Seattle's got to get it right. Seattle can actually... I am off on this one, though. Washington football team at home against Seattle. And what Seattle has shown us at home versus on the road are 2 different teams. But I don't see anything. Chris Carson's out for the year for the Seahawks. That being said, I'll let you know that Seattle's favored on the road, and I do not believe that they should be favored on the road.
I don't think they should be favored either.
Well, they are by -1. I took Washington at -2.5.
I have Washington -3.
Okay, let's get that because closer.
Washington coming off
a win on the
wins
road.
in a row, or just 2 wins in a row?
Let's see here. Now that you bring that up,
I'm taking a peek right now. Nope, they lost. They lost to. So 2 wins in a row against the Buccaneers and the Panthers,
and 1 at home, 1 on the road.
And
it's not easy. We said that over and over. It's not easy to do in the NFL. We don't sound like we're no different than anyone else saying that.
And Russell Wilson isn't Russell Wilson right now.
No.
The Seahawks are not the Seahawks right now. That entire franchise is heading in the wrong direction.
That line's going to flip.
It's got to.
That line's going to...
Oh, so what is it? What are they saying it is?
Seattle's favored on the road, -1.
I have it as a pick 'em on ESPN.
Okay. Well, either way, it's kind of a pick 'em 1 or whatever. I'll take that. I mean, bet him to win it. It's just even money instead of giving up juice. Don't even get the +1. I mean, you lose 21-20. You go, all right, I get it. I could have pushed or whatever else. But if you can go to Elite Sportsbook now, you can get it even money. So you're betting 20 to win 20 instead of doing the usual giving up a little juice here and there. So you don't want to do that. I just don't like that line. I don't like it at all. You're forced to outside of the Bears. What is the game of the day? What game is the turkey leg game of the day on Thursday? It's got to be Chicago. It's a divisional game, so it's got to be Chicago at Detroit, right?
I guess.
I guess is right, because I don't care that much about Buffalo at New Orleans. What's your game of the week? It's San Francisco, Minnesota at San Francisco?
Yeah, I just think that's going to be a tough fighting game right there. I'm excited to watch that one. Even though I'm not a big either one of those. I don't like Minnesota. I don't like San Francisco. Growing up, I feel like a lot of my friends are San Francisco fans, so I
of course
just wasn't a fan of those guys. And everybody else could say Green Bay and the Rams. Yeah, it's fantastic. But how many times have we seen Matt Stafford versus Aaron Rodgers already in our lives? I'm kind of good with it. I want to know. We should look into seeing how many times Matt Stafford's won in Lambeau. Ever played there a lot.
Yeah. That's a great point. That's a great question.
Different team, but there'll still be some side effects there. Sneaky game early on, Tampa Bay versus Indy. That'd be a fun one. New England, Tennessee. Got a lot of fun games.
I think that one is definitely. I'm going to take a quick look here at.
Game of the week on Turkey Day, I think is Vegas and Dallas. Just those fan bases being who they are. I think, in my opinion, it would kind of cool if Vegas would have stayed relevant. It would have completely changed this whole mode of this game. It would be kind of fun to see a good Las Vegas team versus a good Dallas team. But
well, let's see here. Tennessee loses to New England if that happens. They drop down to 8-4. New England would move up to 8-4 and would have a shot at the number 1 seed overall. Kansas City is on a bye this week. The Ravens win that, then they go into a tie, okay? Ravens right now are at the number 2 seed. So Tennessee, not a must-win, but, hey, maybe we should win this game?
Yeah.
Maybe we should care about going into it. We're not going to lick our wounds, and we want to tell. And besides, it's Vrabel versus Belichick, and you know how his assistant coaches are against them. They don't have a very good winning record, or former players, assistant coaches. Let's see.
Another fun factor. What did you say the line was? 5.5?
Yeah. In Tennessee, listen, we talk about games of the week and then kitchen sink game. You go into this week and you say, guys, yes, we're out Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown's hurt, whatever, and he's questionable, and we'll figure that out.
Julio was a terrible.
Yeah, we've got to. Come on, I'm not the only. I can't be the only person that said he's not going to play the games, but it just happened earlier.
Yeah.
I thought first I'd say, okay, well, just don't expect him weeks 13 through 17.
Or ever.
Or week through 16, and maybe you can come back by. This is a game for Tennessee that says we're going to right this ship and show that we are who we are. It doesn't matter names. We're Tennessee Titans. And the reason why you can go out and play smash mouth football and get after it and go head-to-head with New England is they have a bye next week. Guys, you can have that rest time. You don't have to be at the facilities, whatever else. But the problem is you've got to zig when they're expecting you to zag. And when you say that, what does everyone say about Belichick? He'll find your strength, and he will coach against it. So now you need to find someone to step up for Tennessee. If A.J. Brown's healthy, that's your only weapon. They're going to contain A.J. Brown. Well, now it comes for a tight end or some guy who was on a shrimp boat 6 weeks ago that you just got off the practice squad that was playing in Seattle or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? You got to find that one guy. You've got to find that Dearness Johnson guy that comes out of nowhere. And someone's got to step up for him. Tannehill can't throw for 53 times and do that in 300 yards and not put not put any points on the board.
I can't believe he had those kind of stats. Every time I looked up, he was throwing an interception.
And New England's going to put pressure on him to do that. I mean, honestly, these free agent signings that they went out and signed, and everyone's like, oh, didn't look like it did any good. Well, 4 straight games later, it's looking okay. And right now, New England's not only trying to keep up with being in first in the AFC, they're looking for the number 1 seed in the AFC. It's crazy. And the Chiefs are right down their throat. Right now, they're bottleneck there. Your 5 seed is Kansas City's at 7-4, and Cincinnati Bengals are sitting at a quiet 6-4. A humbling 6-4 because it's a fake 6-4. And the Colts are right behind everybody. The Steelers, I think the Steelers are just going to go downhill. I'm sorry. They've got some big wins. And let's not forget, that game against the Bears was atrocious. They should be at 4-5 and they have a tie too against the Lions. That's your resume right there.
You tie the Lions.
You tied the Lions and you had a game that the referees gave to you. That's you're not legit. But right now, Tennessee is throwing everything at them. If you're Minnesota and San Francisco, Minnesota right now is sitting at the 6th seed with a 5-5 record. San Francisco's at a 5-5 record as well, but the Saints have them in a tiebreaker based on strength of victory. Minnesota's got the 6 over there because they went on tiebreaker over New Orleans and San Francisco based on best winning percentage in conference games. San Francisco needs to win this game to leapfrog Minnesota. And they need the Saints, obviously.
I wish they wouldn't do that by strength of schedule.
And I don't like it either because the league's one that does the strength of schedule or else. But where's my New Orleans game? Because we just talked about it. Oh, it's on Thursday. So there you go. Buffalo plays at New Orleans, and Buffalo's favored over New Orleans. So now if you're the San Francisco 49ers, you're looking at it like 5-6. Their Saints go to 5-6. You've played scoreboard. You've got 2 days now to digest this. If you're sitting at 5-6, and the Eagles at 5 and if the Eagles win, they go to 6. They go to 6-6. You're in trouble. The San Francisco needs to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota needs to as well, but San Francisco's right now is the 8th seed. They can't afford this loss. So that's a kitchen sink game for them. They're looking at that and they're saying we need to have this game because they're going to have to end up playing at Seattle. It's not that big of a worry.
Nope, not anymore.
Then at Cincinnati. That's winnable. Then they're home against Atlanta. They got that. At that point, we'll know what Tennessee is because they're at Tennessee. Then they end with Houston and the Rams. This is the game, and these ones coming up here. This game is the biggest one. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong. I'm sorry, that's in Atlanta, Tennessee. Yeah, they've got this one highlighted. Obviously, the Rams highlighted. They only have 2 divisional games left,
and that's with Seattle and the Rams.
Yeah. No, Seattle's in the AFC West. They only have 1 divisional game left.
Oh, you're talking about who?
I'm talking about the 49ers. Sorry.
Oh,
yeah, they only have the Rams at the end of the year, and that might be playing for the 7. But right now, to put yourself in that position, you got to beat Minnesota. They're the ones standing in front of you. Seattle's struggling. Cincinnati, obviously, in the we already mentioned them. AFC, they're in the picture. Atlanta at home, that shouldn't be a problem.
No.
At Tennessee, like I said, we'll know who they are. And Tennessee just got beat at home against Texans, and then they have home against the Texans, which is a win. So San Fran with a win, can write their own destiny into that. And that's going to be a close one. That's a kitchen sink game. I think you're right. Look up Stafford's record against against the Packers, and what Stafford's record is at Lambeau. That can't be good. It just can't be.
No, it just can't be. Absolutely not.
But if you're the Rams, you need this one as well.
Didn't he lose to even Matt Flynn one time?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure he did. The Rams are still probably in the playoff hunt here with a loss here. It's no big deal to them. But the Packers with the loss and Cowboys win, they can move down to a 3 seed, maybe even a possible 4 seed because Tampa Bay is right there too with 3 losses. You've got 4 teams with 3 losses in the NFC. And Cardinals have no room. They're on a bye, though. They have no room for error anymore either. So the Packers need to win this as well. In Philadelphia, it's a divisional game. They're 5-6, and they're not gonna catch the Cowboys, but they are breathing down the neck. So Philadelphia is throwing everything at the Giants as well, and I think that's just one of those things they're gonna have to do. Well, here's what the Eagles can do. Not a lot of traveling when you got to go at Giants, at Jets, because you're on the eastern side of the state.
You're right there. Pack a bag, take a bus.
I know they're 2 road games, but nothing too big. You're right. Take a bus. Not a big deal. You're still sleeping in your beds during the week.
Uh-huh.
Then they have a bye. Then they go 4 straight divisional games. So let's right that ship. Let's get these 2 wins. I don't care if we win ugly, do whatever else. Let's go into the bye 7-6. We go into bye week 14, and then we get ready to host the Washington football team, who is not favored at home against Seattle. Dumb. And then you host, you host the New York Giants. You said this last week. They could win their next 5 straight and then have a home game against Dallas.
Absolutely.
They could easily be sitting at 10-6, going in the final game of the year. No doubt about that.
Their schedule just favors them so much.
This is a team that week 3, I said that Dallas exposed them. I think it's just a matter of their O-line getting healthy and being able to adjust to what their strengths are compared to what the defense they're going up against. So Philadelphia right now, that's all you're saying. Let's win this one at New York. It's a divisional game. They know they're going to play us hard. But let's go hard these next 2 weeks, and then we'll take a week off. Any other must-wins you see on the schedule?
This week?
Yeah. Cleveland at Baltimore is definitely a must-win because of...
For Cleveland, absolutely.
Yeah, if they want to stay relevant in the AFC North.
You want to be honest, Buffalo probably.
I think it is, because it's a statement of...
You come out and you get slapped again, or you even lose a close game.
You've lost now twice at home.
I'm
once
excited
against
to watch that
Pittsburgh
game.
and Indianapolis.
I want to see what this team... I don't always get to turn on the Buffalo game, or I don't always sit myself in front of a Buffalo game, but yesterday they looked soft. They didn't want to hit anybody. They don't know how to run the ball. I don't even think they tried.
He was going QB2 in drafts. Josh Allen was. And
what do we know?
They're just looking to try to skate into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And the Patriots aren't slowing down. The Ravens 7-3, Cleveland at 6-5.
What's the rest of Buffalo's schedule look like? Could they miss the playoffs? I'm guessing the Jets are in there.
Well, give me
and the Dolphins are probably in
extended
there.
playoff there. The extended playoffs right now. So Buffalo's sitting at the 7th seed right now at 6-4. We've already mentioned the Colts. We think they're the most likely to try to give them fits because I don't think the Steelers are going to jump up there. But the Browns are going to have a say. So let's take a look at those, okay? Now, that also has something to say if the Bengals do the Bungles type of thing and get themselves out of it, or the Chargers can't, if the Chargers can keep their winning ways, or if they do some of the dumb stuff they do. They're at New Orleans. I don't know what that's going to mean. And I think they have a look-ahead game against next week at home against New England. That's a problem, too, at New Orleans. They should not be favored that high when you have a look-at game. And I don't want to hear the NFL doesn't have look-at games because the Ravens versus the Bears were a classic ones. Was a classic one last week, yesterday. So, let's see. What did I tell you? Buffalo's -4 at New England. New Orleans on Thursday night. I don't like that. I said that one's going to change, and I believe it will. All right, so then Buffalo, they have New England. Then they're at Tampa Bay. Not easy to do. Home against Carolina. Fine. At New England. And then you kind of know where you're at from there because then you're home against Atlanta, home against the Jets. So really, at New Orleans, and you have a look-ahead game. So 4 out of the next 5 weeks are make or break in their schedule.
Yeah.
At New Orleans, home against New England, at Tampa Bay, might be a situation where
You could be sitting there losing 400 games in a row.
you could lose 4 in a row. You could lose 3, and then hopefully Carolina, you right the ship. But then,
this week.
yeah, and that would move them. All of a sudden they're 6-7. Everyone's wondering what's going on. Didn't we already have these guys penciled in to go to 4 straight Super Bowls again? So I don't know. Like I said, a lot of craziness there. All right. Well, we got to do commercials, so that's going to do it for us today. Tomorrow we'll do our power rankings. We'll look at the guys that are the Baseball Hall of Fame announced, like guys that are up for it, who's eligible. We'll just go through if we think they're in or not. Goof around with the USFL because there'll be more announcements today. By the way, they made the announcement of the USFL that on Fox on the Colin Cowherd show today, and they're bringing back 8 teams, and this is going to be in the spring of 2022. There's a North Division and a South Division, but they will be playing in one location that is yet to be determined. The teams are some of the same ones that they had from the USFL, and they have the copyright for those. The logos have been updated for the new league, and Fox Sports explained that the central location will be announced at a later date. The league will begin play in April of 2022 with games every Saturday and Sunday. The USFL is the 3rd attempt at spring football in the last 4 years. And XFL is aiming at 2023 return. The USFL originally debuted in 1983 and lasted 3 seasons. So the teams in the North Division are the Michigan Panthers, New Jersey Generals, Philadelphia Stars, Pittsburgh Maulers. Southern Division is the Birmingham Stallions, Houston Gamblers, New Orleans Breakers, and the Tampa Bay Bandits. So I remember the New Jersey Generals, I remember the Houston Gamblers, and I remember the Tampa Bay Bandits, but that's about it. I don't remember the Michigan Panthers or Philadelphia Stars or the Pittsburgh Maulers or the Birmingham Stallions. So I wish they would have. I'm glad that they brought them all back, because even though it would have been fun to speculate what we would have named them and everything else. But good luck to that. We'll keep paying more attention to that. All right, that's going to do it for us here. Don't Hassle Us, we're local, ESPN 1170 AM. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, Quad City. Stay safe, sanitize. Good luck today. Good luck every day.
Peace.
This is Len Casper, the voice of the Chicago White Sox. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 1170.
The Circle Tap in Davenport is your place to catch all the action.